Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone. So, some people, I guess they say that you can't hear me, that you can't hear me, or that I'm whispering. Sometimes I'll be, I'm talking, and then I'll start talking all low, and it's like, I'm sorry. It's I guess I'm talking, and then it's like really me, like it's really me, like this is how I am, and then so I hope the mic makes things sound better. I did my hair pink. Yes, this is my real hair. But I wanted it all discolored. But the ends they stayed dark. So it's fine. I like it. I like it. So it's okay. I'm on here. I do the return to senders. Return to senders is to return the negative energies back to whoever is putting it out there. It could be anyone, and it's just so unfortunate. It's just sad when it's people that you know. It's people that you know, and then they're working against you, and they're doing all this stuff to sabotage your life or whatever. You know, I'm going for this job. I'm going for the Bronx Supreme Court House job. I'm going for that, right? But it has been a year. My application, they ignore it. No one pays attention to it. I didn't receive a rejection letter. I didn't receive a approval letter. You know, I sued them. I sued the entire Bronx Supreme Court House. I sued them for so many injustices because I was an employee for 15 years, and it was just so much. And I'm like, I know this is not right. I know I'm not being treated fairly. I know this is wrong, you know, but then there's no one to go to. So you can go to the inspector general's office, you can go to OCA, you can go to the union, and nobody will help you. Nobody will defend you. Nobody will support you. It was me by myself for a very long time. I've been fighting this for years. I have documented proof of everything: date, times, location. Nobody pays it mind. I sued them. And then they're like, oh, you're suing an entire corporation. You have to let the federal court know that you're suing the entire court system. Okay. So I was like, what? I could let federal court know. I let federal court know, and everyone is hiding the documents. They're hiding the documents. So I'm like, why are they hiding the document instead of bringing attention to it? And there's a problem here, and everyone is ignoring it. Everyone is ignoring it. No one wants to do their job. So I post about it every day. I'm taking employment law now in class in school at DeVry. I'm taking employment law at DeVry University. That is a college. It is a college. Employment law is a class. It's a class that tells you all the laws and all the injustices that go on. We talk about cases, real life cases, about injustices, about racism, about discrimination, about all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, like this case that I'm doing, that I'm suing the courthouse for, it has all of these injustices in this court case, and no one is paying attention to it. And I'm like, these people win these court cases, $20 million court cases. They win 70 million, 100 million. They sue these corporations, and they win, because what they're suing for is for affirmative action. You cannot discriminate against a person. You can't judge a person. You can't treat people certain kind of ways, because it is illegal. It is illegal. So they have laws. You have the union. You have places. You have the chain of command, right? But the chain of command works for the corporation. They don't work for the people. So they make you believe that they are for the people, but they don't help the people. They sit there and they hide the injustices within that business, within that corporation. and it's the government. It's not Burlington. It's not fucking Staples. It's the unified court. It's the entire court system of New York State. And then they're hiding all of these injustices, all of the racism, all of the discrimination, all of the attacking, all the bullying, all of this stuff. They're hiding it. And I'm just like, oh my God. But when there is criminal activity, there is black magic. Nobody sees it. These people do love spells, make you love them, make you agree with them, make you do whatever it is that they want you to do. Nobody sees it because these people are not awakened. They're not awakened to this shit. And it's just like, oh my God. And then I'm just learning the law. I have been writing about the case. I have been writing about the case because it's a real case. It has real issues. It has real issues that affect people still today. It's not something from the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. No, this is all relevant information that has been happening now. This is about treatment, unfair treatment, and we have there's laws to protect us regular people from businesses, from corporations, from the government, equal employment opportunities, the EEOC. It's like there are real places that can help you that's not part of that business, and we have to get in touch with those places that can issue, that can actually check. I've been tagging the FBI, I've been tagging everybody because it's a system. It's a system that is in place. Everyone is a part of the system. Everyone is breaking the code of ethics. No one is doing their job. Everyone wants to play this game. Oh, that's my friend. Oh, let me do what this one is, what they tell you to do. But then you didn't jeopardize your own job because you want to follow behind somebody, and then you don't even know what the hell they're doing it. They're doing it out of malice, malicious intent. They want to hurt another person on purpose. Then they have the power, they have the authority to do so, and then we regular employees just have to sit there and there's nothing you can do. No, there is something you can do. You can speak up for yourself. Every time you speak up for yourself, you bring attention to yourself, you bring attention to the issue, and there is an issue. There is an issue within New York State. That's why I talk about Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is in New York State. He is dealing with the justice system. It's in New York County. Okay, I'm in the Bronx. Okay, but it's still the unified court system is a whole, is all of New York State. And he knows there's corruption there. He knows that they're doing stuff to him on purpose. Like, he knows this. And he knows that it's all like a little game. And I'm like, you know what? He is right. He is right. He is absolutely right. And I have so much written documentation about all of this shit, and nobody wants to open the case. Nobody wants to look into the case. I just filed it on March 1st of 2024. It's going to be a year since I applied for the Bronx County clerk position. It's going to be a year, July 17th. It's a year, or July 27th. I don't even remember. It's been so long, and I'm trying to, I tried to be normal. I was like, you know what, hell with this job. I'm gonna color my hair, and it's like whatever. I don't wear a lot of clothes in the summer. It's hot. I don't cover up, but then I'm like, they're playing with my paperwork. They're sabotaging my documents. I don't even know if my documents reach the right place because of the criminal activities, because of the injustices, because of this woman that is like my nemesis. She's like my arch enemy. She has been after me since I was employed there. She is the absolute worst, but she holds all the power. And it just sucks because everyone thinks that she's such a wonderful person and this woman is the devil walking, but whatever. I just wanted to talk about that. Like, we should all go go to school, learn employment law. They should teach this to you when you're in high school, employment law, so that when you go out there into the real world, into the workforce, you know that you have rights. You have things that these employers are supposed to follow. There are laws in place where you're not supposed to be treated unfairly. It's affirmative action. It's acts, it's laws from 1968, 1987. There's all these laws that protect us, the people. And then these people just treat us all kind of ways. And then we have to go to these places of business and be treated unfairly. And then there's no one you can go to, no one you can talk to that is going to help you deal with this shit. And then it's like you leave on your own and you have all this stuff going on, and then it's like, who can you go to, who can you talk to? EEOC is the first place you're supposed to go to. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, that's the first place you're supposed to go to whenever there's an injustice within a place of business, but then the places of business want to keep things in the office, or they want to keep things internal. They don't want it to reach the masses. They don't want people to know you have rights. You have rights. There are laws that are in place. Title 7 affirmative action laws that help us, the people. It is just like, wow, like I'm learning all this stuff now because I'm in college or I'm in school and I'm learning human resources, management, business, and I'm learning all this shit now. And I'm just like, oh my God. And I've been dealing with this for 15 years of hell, of fucking hell. And I've been complaining, I've been doing everything, and I've been trying to bring attention to these issues, and nobody cares. Nobody does anything. It was nepotism. It was theft, $86,000 from the courthouse. How you steal $86,000? Nothing is done to the person that stole the money. Nothing is done. Nothing has been done. Nothing will be done because it's who you know. It's who you know. And it's the justice system. It's the criminal system. It's like they're all connected. It's all connected. So who can you go to? You don't figure this shit out until you go to school, until you take a class, until you sit there and be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to study law and I'm going to figure out what the hell is going on here. And then when you study it and then you see all these injustices, you're going to be like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, this case, it has so much corruption in here, so many injustices in here, and then it's been going on for long periods of time. It has been brought to people's attention. It has been brought to places, the chain of command, because they're going to say, oh, you have to follow the chain of command before you take it anywhere else. I did that and no one ever did anything. They targeted me. They blackballed me. They retaliated against me. They made my employment life a living hell. It was so bad that's why I work for myself. That's why I have Lead with Love, the nonprofit organization. That's why I work alone. I don't want nobody with me. I don't want nobody on my paper. I don't want nobody with me. Like, no. Fucking no. I help people. I work for the general public. I am for the people and I help the people. But the people, it's not the people that come into the places of employment. It's not the general public. It's the actual managers that sit there and make employees so uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable in that place of employment. I resigned. I resigned, and I was 40 years old. I resigned in 2020 from the Bronx Supreme Courthouse because I was treated so unfairly. My medical leave, it was during COVID, and people were sick, and I wasn't okay. I wasn't okay, and I needed time. They were like, "Oh, you can't take time off because of COVID. You just had all this time off, and you cannot take time off." So my time of leave documents were being rejected. Everything was being hard. I submitted the documents more than 3 times, and they kept being rejected each and every time. So I just resigned. I was like, I'm not doing this. I am not doing this with these people, because I was like, I've been going through hell for years, and then I'm like, I need a little bit of time off, and then they want to deny me, and I've been here for 14, 15 years, and they want to sit here and they want to play with my life. I was like, you know what? I quit. I quit. I resigned. Like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. And you're not going to do this to me for the rest of my life. I'm in my 40s, and I'm going to be in a place of business, and they treat me like shit, and they don't help me. They don't talk to me. Nobody wants to fix problems within the unified court system. You bring it to people's attention and nobody does anything. Nobody tries to help you. Then they sit there and they retaliate against you to make your life a living hell. I was like, you know what? I resign. Respectfully, I resign. And then it's whatever. But that's why I have Lead with Love, the nonprofit organization, because it's mine, it's mine. And I'm like, I don't understand like why people are this way. Why are they so mean towards others? I'm here for the people. I help people. I like to help people. My nonprofit is called Lead with Love. Everything is love. It's like there's nothing that can make me upset, because I've had to deal with this shit for a long time. I've had to deal with people on top of me, micromanaging me, picking on me, judging me, the way that I dress, the way that I look, the way that I do my hair, like everything was a fucking issue. And I'm like, you can't discriminate against me. You can't judge me, because I am smart. I know what I'm doing. I am efficient and I can do the job. But then they want to discriminate against me because of the way I look. I don't look like everyone else. And I'm like, but I know what I'm doing. I know the job. Like, why are you picking on me? You know? And then I would report it. I would complain, and no one would help me. No one. You know what that is? Nobody in the entire unified court system. I would request a transfer, and they wouldn't transfer me because they would say I didn't have a title, so I couldn't be transferred. It was just so much shit. It was so much shit. And this woman is the absolute fucking worst. She's the worst. She's the devil walking. Teresa Torres is the devil walking, the devil himself walking, and no one does anything. No one does anything. And it's just like, I quit. I quit. I resigned. I was like, I'm not doing this with you people. And then they play, and it's this whole, she plays in Black Magic. How I know? Because when I resigned, everything stopped. But they still attack me now because I'm trying to go back in it. And it's just like, why would you want to go back to a place that has treated you so cruel, they were just cruel, and they discriminated against you? You know, I'm Hispanic, but I'm not light skinned. I'm not fair skinned. I don't have straight hair. I don't have light eyes, I don't look Spanish, or I may look I look everything else. But it was like they would just pick on me, discriminate against me, judge me, and I'm just like, I'm just here to do my job. I just want to do my job and go home. Whatever, And that's why I post about the court case every day. I post about it every single day because I was like, somebody has to hear me. Somebody has to hear me and all of these injustices that have been going on for years, and no one has done anything about it. Stay positive, stay positive, vibe high, and always be with love. Bye.